Hi friends, I want to talk about something I've never tried to put words to. I'm going to see how far I get here. It's about the world and, about the world. It can break our hearts, right? I think all the solutions to the world's problems already exist. Can't prove it. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's a conviction I have inside. I've always had it, or I've had it for a long time, that the solutions already exist in the hearts, kind of like seeds, garden seeds, like seeds in the hearts and minds of people walking around right now, on a sidewalk right now, walking down a path right now, tending their children right now, making lunch right now. And if I'm right about that, or let me just continue to tell you how I see it. If you disagree, of course, you can just ignore this. But I think that there's one thing that's really important for those seeds to come to fruition and not just stay as seeds. I also have the conviction that a lot of people don't realize the seeds that they have inside them. Some people feel, I did, not everyone does, but some people feel that they're here for a reason. I don't know, maybe, what the reason is, and they may have tried their whole lives trying to figure out what the hell that is. Everyone else probably in their lives probably tells them they're a little crazy, and why don't you just be content and settle and, all the thing, but they keep trying. They keep trying new things. It's because there's this feeling deep inside that they're meant to be in a certain place and they're not in it, in terms of what they're doing with their lives. In my Big Dream program, we focus a lot on work, like what's my work in this world? But that's just one piece of the Big Dream program, because we focus on the entire ecosystem of life, and we break it down into a structure. That's what I want to talk about next. For seeds of any kind to grow, so far as I'm aware, they need one thing. Can't force them to grow. They can sit, as I understand it, they can sit in a package, or bulbs can sit in a basement for years and do absolutely nothing, which is what I think is happening to a lot of the solutions and beauties that could be in our world now. And let's hope that they are. Let's do everything we can to help them be so. But I think to do that, we have to find the right environment for these seeds. And it's different for every individual. Well, that has one, but I'm going to say everybody has them. It doesn't have to come out in your work. It doesn't mean you have to be a teacher or start a business or teach workshops. So that is what I focus on mostly with my clients, because otherwise they're stuck doing a job often that they hate, or that's killing them. And that's a whole huge segment of their time and energy that's kind of down the drain. That's, they need to earn money. I completely get that. But they feel they're here for a reason. That's not it. So the seed's not in the right environment. Do you get what I mean? And so if we're going to unlock these seeds of solutions in our world, we have to find the right environment for each individual. But the interesting thing about environments that I've found over the years is that they're made of predictable components, different amounts of each component, but every environment is made of a certain structure, a certain set of ingredients, like your garden plot, and you plant seeds in it, and if you have it right, the right environment between the light and the everything else, the soil, the chemistry, then it's in the right environment. The seed has far more potential to grow. You see some gardens are just bursting with life, right? The environment is right for the kinds of seeds that they're putting into it. I hold the theory after 18 years running the Big Dream. What happened to me is how I started the Big Dream program is one day I figured it out, for myself. I figured out, oh my God, my life is set up in the wrong environment, and therefore I know there's something more inside me to come out, but I can't get it out, and it's all struggle and hard and confusion. I don't know what I'm doing, and Anyway, like one day changed my life, and it took me a while to unpack that day, but once I did, I taught a workshop, and people went, oh my God. And I've been doing it 18 years since, because how I suggest that the set of ingredients that I suggest for how to compose, let's say, or create a better environment to get that natural sort of talent, or that natural that seed out, to make our contribution to the world, whether it's through work or just how we live. There's a predictable set of components. They're elsewhere in my videos, by the way. I'm not trying to keep them secret. I call them the 5 JRs. Just search for that. And what am I saying here? I think this becomes a structure that people can relax into. The structure that mainstream society, I think, typically has given us as a structure for how to think about our lives and work day to day is what I call a separate model. It's work, then family, then personal life. And personal life always comes last. You know, you can tinker with those things, and some people would add a fourth, like maybe a faith or a community or something like that. Nonetheless, it's treated, no matter how many ingredients you have and you feel are, the structure of how you set up your life, they're treated as kind of separate. You know, you work and it's 8 hours a day, then you come home, and then it's family time for X amount of hours if you're lucky. And then, if there's time, maybe there's some personal time for you or whatever. And everything that's really important in the ecosystem for one of these seeds to get out is relegated to the end of the list and falls off the end of the day. There aren't enough hours in the day to approach life that way, which is why I suggest a different approach in the Big Dream program. My hope, it doesn't work for everybody, but it works for quite a few. And the people that it does work for, it becomes a structure that A, makes sense, B, behaves like an ecosystem, not a separate model where everything feeds each other. There are enough hours in the day with the ecosystem model. And what I hope, when I circle this all back around, is that this is a structure that a person can relax into, just like a seed relaxing into the right environment, that makes it more likely that the gift inside them will come out, the gift to share with the world, which will make them feel amazing, at least in personal experience or from clients' experience. It's quite a feeling to feel, oh my God, this is exactly what I'm meant to be doing, and not thinking otherwise. Like, of course, this is what I'm meant to be doing. This feels so me. So it's good, personally for the individual, but as it happens, these people, I've been working with these folks for 18 years. I can't think of one of them that didn't go ahead and change the community or the world around them as a result of what they did. They just naturally become great contributors, let's say, to the world or to some segment of the world. Wow, I'm tempted to burst into stories there for, client stories and stuff. I won't right now, but that's my sort of argument that I'm making here. If it's true, in conclusion, if it's true that the solutions to the world's problems, as well as the beauties that don't exist yet, already exist. If they are seeds in the hearts and minds of people walking around right now, and can we find the right environment to place around them, or to show them how to create themselves, such that it makes it more likely that solution gets out. If that solution gets out, then it's in the world that my kids are growing up into long after I'm gone. Your kids, the next generation. I believe that's where hope is. So even when the world's on fire some days, and I worry a lot, I struggle to know what to do and all of that, at least I can wake up every morning. But this is the way I feel about it. I wake up every morning attempting to do my best to create that environment for people, or to share my opinions on what that environment is so that they can tinker with it. And if it works, then it may set them free to get more solutions out in the world. At least I feel active and less helpless. And well, I guess I just ran out of things to say. That's all I had to say about that, as Forrest Gump said. Alex Baisley from the Big Dream program. And if you have thoughts on this, want to add to it, I'd like to hear it. Take care. Bye.